Hi everyone, I'm Changwen for Gotta Be Mobile, and in this video we're going to go ahead and explore the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. As part of the video review series, be sure to check out our other videos where we're going to go ahead and explore the hardware of the Galaxy Note 3 in greater detail, but in this video we're going to specifically explore the multitasking options of the Galaxy Note 3. Specifically, when Samsung introduced the Galaxy Note 2, it introduced a novel feature called multi-window, where you can go ahead and enable it by opening the Android notification drawer and then enabling it that way. And then you have a side drawer here where you can launch two apps simultaneously side by side. It was a nice feature that allowed users the ability to multitask quickly and efficiently on the Android platform, so you can run two applications side by side in either portrait or landscape mode. On the Galaxy Note 3, the same features are still present, but Samsung added a little bit more functionality to multi-window, and we're going to go ahead and explore that in just a moment. Samsung also introduced a new feature through the S Pen, which allows users to better multitask using the included Wacom technology stylus. So here, specifically with multitasking, once you pull out the S Pen, you're going to get the Air Command menu, which is a radial menu, and then we're going to go ahead and specifically explore the last option, which is the pen window. But first, let's go ahead and put the pen away and take a look at some of the new features that Samsung had bundled for multi-window view. So as you can see here at the top, I have multi-window enabled already on the phone. So what you would have is this tray here where you would find a number of applications that you can run side by side. Unfortunately, not all third-party applications are compatible with multi-window, and only the ones that are certified third-party apps such as Kayak, Facebook, and Evernote are compatible. Most of the apps are the default apps that work with multi-window. But new for this year on the Galaxy Note 3 is the ability to run the same application side by side. So before you couldn't run the browser both on the top and the bottom window, but now you can. So here I have two browser windows open, which gives you flexibility if you're researching a topic and you want to open the first browser for a certain link and the second browser for something else. It's great for comparison shopping also on the internet. In addition to that, you can launch two different applications like you could with the old version of multi-window view. So let's go ahead and launch both browsers side by side. And you can see here's the portrait and then here's the landscape orientation. And like the old version of multi-window, you can go ahead and resize your browsers, or resize your windows rather, so it takes less or more space depending on the importance or what you're focusing on. So this way it's not too distracting if you don't want it to be. Another nice feature is that now, with the multi-window, let's go ahead and open another application. I'm going to open the gallery application on the top, and then most of the pictures here are taken with the Galaxy Note 3's 13 megapixel camera on the rear. We're going to go ahead and cover the camera feature in a separate video, so be sure to check that out as well. But what if you needed to email a certain photo and you you're in the email application? So all you would have to do here is, I'm going to go ahead and create a new email, and then you can go ahead and populate the CC and BCC as well as the subject field on your own. But what I'm going to do right now is move the cursor here to the body of my email. And then if I wanted to, let's say I really like this image and I wanted to send this to my friend, what you can do is there's now a button here, a circular button that pops up with additional commands once you activate it, and we're going to go ahead and do that and hit the third button, which allows you to drag and drop copies of text or images from one window to another. So here I've attached the image just by dragging and dropping it into the email field. And now let's say I really like this image. I can go ahead and do the same thing, but first I'd have to do this. Here we go. And then drag and drop. So now I have two images attached just by dragging and dropping them into the email field. other functions of the multi-window is now you can even multitask within one of the windows itself. So we've opened up a couple of different applications in the bottom window. So I'm going to go ahead and see which applications we've opened. So we have the email application, the browser, a scrapbook application, S-Note, and contacts. So now I can go ahead and juggle between all the various applications I had opened previously in the bottom window. And once I tap back on the top window, and I can do the same thing with the top window here. I've only launched the gallery and the internet app so far on the top window, so you can only see 2. Let's go ahead and click back on the bottom window, and then we're going to go ahead and you can swap the windows around so you can see, you know, the bottom window on top and the top and the bottom if you want. And then you can also close the window if you want. So this, now I'm going to close the email application, so you can go ahead and close the applications as you would. And then you can still multitask as well. And then you can hit the X and close that on the window itself once you're in the multitasking view of the multi-window app itself. So those are some of the new features that multi-window brings to the table on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I'm going to go ahead and remove the S Pen now on the bottom of the device, and once I pull that out, as we've mentioned, you're going to get this radio menu called Air Command, and it will give you a pen window option. So what pen window does is, once you activate it, if you hover your stylus or the S Pen on top of the screen, you're going to get this pencil icon with a blue strike on the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to draw a rectangular window, and it will allow you to run an app freely on top of whatever screen you're on. So this way I have the browser app. It's like a floating window in and of itself, and I can go ahead and resize the app. I can minimize the app if it's taking up so much room. If I want to focus on what's going on in the background here, I can go ahead and minimize it and then call it up again once I need it. And once you minimize it, you're going to see this this icon here that you can reposition. You can make it full size, and then the X would obviously close out the application in and of itself. So let's go ahead and turn on the maximum multitasking power by opening the multi-window. So let's go ahead and do the gallery, and let's go ahead and launch the browser. And then I'm going to go ahead, once the pen is out, all I would need to do is click in on this S Pen button here on the side after hovering it. So we're going to hover the pen, and then I'm going to click in without touching the pen to the screen, and then I'm going to activate Air Command and then launch another pen window. So let's say we're calculating our rate plan and we need a calculator. So I can go ahead and open a calculator app, and now need some entertainment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a YouTube app. And then now I'm bored again and I want to chat with a friend. So I'm going to launch the Chat On application. And maybe we want to do a Hangouts. So here I have 4 windows here that are part of the pen window application running on top of my Galaxy Note 3 on the device's full HD 5.7-inch display. And then I have 2 separate multi-windows running. So now I can go ahead and minimize what I don't need, and these windows will just float on top, so I can pull them up whenever I need to, and I can still interact with the content on the multi-window. And now if I wanted to just say pull up the YouTube app, I can quickly do that, and I can minimize it if I don't need it right now, or I can go ahead and close it if I just won't need it again for a while. But you can open a lot of different pen windows using the S Pen, and it will give you functionality that extends your multitasking ability on the Galaxy Note 3. And you can even launch another browser. So These are just some of the new multitasking features and support on the Note 3. I'm Chung Nguyen for Gotta Be Mobile. Join us on gottabemobile.com and be sure to watch our other YouTube video reviews of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Until next time, thanks for watching.